Hello, I'm Sophie, Millionaire Mum, and today, as every Monday, this is my Monday motivation video, okay? Today, I want to talk about getting out of your own way. Did you know that very often what comes between us and our success is not some problem, some exterior problem, lack of money, lack of time, lack of I don't know what resources. You know what usually stands between you and your success? It's you. It's what's in there, okay? And it's the same for me. I'm not saying it's just for you, it's also for me, okay? We have to learn to get out of our own way. There's this incredible story about how they train elephants, right, to be prisoners, really, of human beings, right? They take a baby elephant and they put a chain on his leg and they hold him. And of course, as the baby elephant is very small, he can't escape. He can't go. And as he grows and grows and gets very much stronger and very much bigger, because he was conditioned to feel that this chain didn't let him get away, even as he grows and he becomes very strong and he could very easily break away from this chain, he doesn't even try anymore because he's just learned not to try. He's just learned that he can't get away, that he can't do something, even though he could very, very easily do it, right? And really, very, very, very often, this is what we do, okay? We somehow have learned, have taught ourselves, have told ourselves, have been told from the exterior. I don't quite know how this happens. This happens to us in different ways. Our stories are all very different. But somehow many of us end up believing that we can't do whatever it is that we want to do. And therefore, we don't even try, okay? I had recently the experience of someone reaching out to me for help, telling me, I noticed you did this really well. How did you do it? And I said to this person, this is how I did it. I can give you what you need to you know, the kind of recipe to so that you can do it too. And even though the recipe for doing this was actually, it did cost something, but it cost very, very, very little money, okay? So the money wasn't a problem. But even though it, as I say, it was very, very cheap and it was entirely possible for that person to get that recipe, that person still didn't go and do it, which again, I have no judgment on this at all. I have done this before, but it reminded me again of this lesson that very often we know exactly what we need to do to have success. We are given what we need to have success, and yet we don't do it. Right? And that is because we stand in our own way, our own beliefs, our own mindset, our own beliefs, what we think and believe about ourselves is there and is standing in between. That's me, that's success. And in between, there's this thing that we believe that is standing and preventing us from moving forward. So, I want to encourage you, when you are given the chance to do something that will help you to succeed and you don't do it, look at yourself, observe yourself and think, why is it that I'm not doing this? Think, be honest with yourself. The first step to recovering or to doing better is recognizing what we're doing wrong, right? Or recognizing the problem. So look at yourself in all honesty. Have no judgment towards yourself. It's not that you're bad or you're doing something wrong in the sense that it's bad. It's just that it's a shame, okay? It's a shame because that's not going to help you succeed. So look at yourself honestly, recognize what it is that you need to do, and recognize that you are not doing it. And then ask yourself this question: what is it that is stopping you? Now, I will give you a clue. Usually, most of the time, it's a fear. There's a fear behind it. It's either a fear of looking stupid, or a fear of failure, or a fear of making mistakes and again looking stupid, looking silly. It's usually a fear of not managing it, a fear of not doing it right, okay, with whatever consequences that has for you. So look at that fear. Look at what is behind that fear, what it is that scares you so much, and how can you go about making that fear less, right? With me, what helped me tremendously was thinking, what is the worst case scenario, right? So what if this fear really happens? For instance, if you take action and you still fail, will you really have failed? Will you really have learned absolutely nothing? I am ready to bet that that's not true. Even if you fail terribly, you will have learned something. So it's always better to take action than not to take action, okay? Almost always. Okay? Usually you will learn something, even if you make a mess of it, even if it feels like you failed. You will still have tried something. At least you will know that this doesn't work, right? At the very worst, if that's the only thing that you learn, at least you will learn that, okay? And more likely than not, you will progress and you will learn something. If it's your fear of looking ridiculous, of looking stupid, then think, well, is that really so bad? Is that going to kill you? Is it too high a price to pay for success, right? Okay, now really I want to encourage you to think about that, and then get out of your own way. Allow yourself to succeed. That's the other thing. What is stopping you from allowing yourself, from giving yourself this possibility of succeeding? Very often we sabotage ourselves, okay? We stop ourselves from succeeding because somewhere in the back of our minds, unconsciously somewhere, we don't believe that we deserve it. It was an epiphany for me when I realized this. And when the day I thought, you know what, Sophie, you deserve this. You deserve this. You deserve success. There is no reason why others can be successful and you can't, okay? And when I allowed myself this, many things began to change, because then what happens is when you allow yourself to be successful, when you feel that you are allowed, that you deserve it, the universe aligns, the universe comes, and whatever you believe in, whether you believe in God, whether you believe in the universe, whether you don't even believe in anything, the fact is, it works. It happens. Things align because suddenly you're kind of in alignment, and things start working out. And then the more success you get, the better you feel, and then the more it comes to you. It's quite amazing the way it works. So, really allow that. And if you feel you don't deserve it, work on that. Why is it that you feel you don't deserve it? Why is it that you can't allow yourself to have success? Is it some past stuff that you need to work on? Is it some trauma? Is it some horrible experience? Is it something to do that you can work on? Whatever it is, you need to work on that so that you can smash it. Take that out of your way and move forward, okay? I really encourage you to get out of your own way, even if it scares you. I want to say, I know it's scary, I know it's uncomfortable, but if you want success, you have to do what successful people do. You have to get out of your own way. You have to do things that are difficult, okay? Even if they scare you. You just have to. Somebody said if you want extraordinary results, you have to do extraordinary things. It is not easy, but this is also what is going to allow you to get what many people don't get, okay? Most people spend their lives in a job that they hate, or they at least don't particularly enjoy, working for someone else, building someone else's business, and coming back with enough money to live on, but nothing life-changing, okay? And then they retire and they have a few years and they do whatever they kind of wanted to do within their limited means, and then that's it. So if you don't want that for yourself, if you want a life where you have more time, freedom, more money to spend, more dreams that you want to fulfill, if you want to go and travel, if you want to be able to live in different countries, if you want to, buy a house in your own country, if you want to, whatever are your dreams, it doesn't have to be traveling, it doesn't have to be going to an island and doing nothing all day, it doesn't have to be that. It's whatever dream it is. It might be, making a film, learning a new instrument, having time to go and play music without needing to worry about money. It can be writing a book without worrying how you're going to pay the bills. It can be any dream at all, okay? But if you want to be able to do that and not work most of your life building someone else's business, then you have to do things that are uncomfortable. You have to face those fears. You have to get out of your own way. I can't emphasize this enough, okay? I'm very passionate about it, probably because I have had to do it myself and it's been difficult at times, but I've managed, and of course it's still an ongoing thing. I was saying recently, every time I publish a YouTube video, I'm scared. Every single time. Every time I think, will it be good enough? Will people not think this is completely ridiculous? What will people think about what I'm saying? What will people think about how I look, about how I speak, about the mistakes I occasionally make? Because English, even though it's my mother tongue, it's kind of strange still because I speak two languages. Every time I think, will people think I'm old and I have grey hair and I have wrinkles and I don't know, whatever, I have all these thoughts that go in my head. Believe me, all these thoughts. But I cannot let that stop me if I want success. Okay, if I want success, there's no way. I cannot let that stop me. So I encourage you to go and do that. Do uncomfortable things. And if it's too hard to do uncomfortable things, you need to work on what is making it so hard. Don't just not do it. You have to work one way or another. Either you manage to do the uncomfortable things, or it's way too difficult and you work on what's making it so difficult until it's not so difficult that you can't do it. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know in the comments below and I will reach out and we'll see if I can help you, okay? But really do that. Let me know in the comments if you have any insights about this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm a busy mom. I combine looking after my children, looking after my dad, looking after my household, and making money online, okay? In this channel, I bring you the tools, the reviews, the tutorials, and the mindset that you need to be a success online. Have a great day. Have a great week. Go and do great, uncomfortable things. Bye for now. Thank you for watching.